I know you one. Hey, Dola, I see you. Hey,
Nobles again. Anywhere we dey do Musa say that. Eto come hata eto men.
Janten money level. Nobles will look fake. Grinding every day, boy. We keep on killing souls. You already know. Come on, son. You already know. Cause we don't be hot.
My task is very simple. It's just to open the press conference. I will join you, and also if I have any questions, I will throw it on the floor. My name is Keba Kamara. I work with a radio station called King FM, and sometimes freelance for some newspapers. We have Foria newspaper here. We have Standard is on the way. We have Voice newspaper. We have The Point, and we have some television stations, GRTS, Fatu Network, the Block Entertainment, and we are expecting West Coast Radio and a few radio stations to come and grace the occasion. Today, it's all about the Nobles. I think they've been quiet for a while, even though they've taught a lot of countries, a lot of places, but in their own country, we've not seen them telling us that we want to feel the stadium, we want to feel other places. And I think that's one of the reasons why they call for this press conference. You will agree with me that the Nobles went to Senegal, they did a lot of shows there. The Nobles went to Guinea-Bissau, they did successful shows there. The Nobles went to Nigeria, they did successful shows there. And they are signed now by Money Empire. And I think after they were signed, I don't hear any official press release or press conference after they were signed. So this is an opportunity for us to ask about the deal and everything that is between them and Money Empire. So just as I say,
we are representing both Nobles and Money Empire. Nobles, we all know, is a household name in the Gambia. They are musicians, yes. It's 3 of them, and it's been 5 years. Yes, it's been 5 years, and of recent they've been signed to a Nigerian label based in the Gambia, and the whole of last year I think they did just one show. That was the BIG concert. They collaborated with Jizzle, and after that they've been going through a rebranding process, you know, and then also promoting the music outside the Gambia. So that was the reasons why they didn't have a lot of shows here in the country. And yeah, so we have a lot of good news, like Keba said, for this year in the Gambia. A lot of shows, a lot of songs, you know. Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff, you know, that we will maybe discuss in the future. Yeah, but as of now, I'm just introducing myself. I'm Ismaila, like I said, and I'm representing both Nobles and Money Empire. Thank you.
I think this shouldn't take long. The story has been a journey that we just need to narrate upon lines of different experiences. So I'll just start by saying my name is Mohamed Jallo. I am one of the caretakers of the Nobles. We've been together for a while. I think Dollar said 5 years. We're in 2020, close to 6 years. Talking about 2014 to 2015, we're crawling in gradually into 2020 now. I know that time will come for us to give a story of what the history was like, what we've passed through, where we are. Better said than done. I know that the artists themselves will explain their experiences as firsthand. What we will do as a back office managers is to provide them with the information. If I'm going to leverage on the opportunity that now that I have got the microphones here, not to let them go and come back to me like what Dollar is trying to do. It started with him and it will still end up with him. I'll just take the opportunity to explain a little bit, not much. And I expect questions if I happen to skip. And my imperfection lies in my ability as a human being. So I might make mistakes or forget something. So don't judge me for that. This is a group that was called Street Hustlers. They started the name and everybody was asking why were they called Street Hustlers? And they had a reason at the time to be called street hustlers because they're taught by coming together from the street of, I call it NJ Town today, Nema Jola Kunda. They had a vision. They had a mission. I called them and I gave one advice at the time. I said, there will be a reason to separate you three together, but don't listen to that reason because it's just towards dividing you, to making you not good, not achieving your goal. So fight. Fight as hard as you can, but always make sure you go back to that drawing table and come back together as a unit. That was my only advice. They will remember this. I said, do whatever it takes. Some people have started it here. We've seen artists that actually sang one song and end of story. We've seen artists that came together as a group. It wasn't even 24 months. They've gone apart. We've seen artists that have gone a year and a half, and they're still separated. It doesn't mean they are not successful. Some of them actually became very much successful when they separated. It's because I thought, in my common saying, that unity is what the power is. Even if a spider web unites, they can tie up a lion. So come together and reinforce your strengths as a family, as brothers, as people that have a common goal in moving yourself from one level to the other level and become a mentor for your mentees that want to learn from where you guys started and want to go higher than you guys. So it became a fighting battle. It became like we have now a challenge. We don't need to only teach ourselves, but we need to show others the way. So they did all it took at the time. At some point, it was difficult. But they paddled and then they passed through all the hurdles that they got through. And they've passed few exams, even though I still look at them and go ahead and say, no, you failed. Because my words of saying they failed goes back to say you failed, but the areas you've done well, you've done extremely well. Okay, if 90 out of 100 is failure, then that means that's where they are. So my talking in this press conference, I would expect questions from journalists instead of just narrating a story. But I can tell you for sure they have passed through some times that they didn't have help. Nobody was giving them money to do their recordings, doing their photo shoots, doing things that they had to do at the time to grow from one stage to the other. From 2014 to 2016, it was a moment of building a foundation. And they've done it all. I'm not going to be specific here, but to tell you the truth, they've done it all to achieve their aims and objectives. And if question comes about how they were at the time, how they were able to mobilize those resources, we will drive to places, write 200 proposals in companies, 0 will respond. We will go to offices, we know they can give us, $100. They'll tell us they want to give us a 5. Some people will want us to go seek for sponsors, wait until the last day of the show, and they want to give us a backdrop. And these things happen. But we pass those stages where we can now dictate the environment where we belong and say, look, we want to pave our own future. Where they've gone, how they've done there, what and what have they been doing, they will tell you that. But as far as I am concerned, as the coordinator of where it started, Dollar was my stage manager. He did a lot of advice at the time because I was not opportune with the knowledge of coming from a very strong music background. So I had to learn from them, but I know how to manage people. So that was my only skill, by making sure that they get there. But if it's about working, they worked physically to earn clean money to pay for their recordings. They've worked with their clean money to pay for their travel. They've done shows for free. They foot bills that they were not supposed to. These things have been going on and on and on. And I know that it's high time that Gambian artists start learning from the nobles. And like I said at the beginning of my speech, they were called street hustlers. They had a reason to be called street hustlers. We transformed in 2015 by the end, and we became the nobles. And the name, I think, implies of who they are. We look forward to a very successful press conference today, and we hope that if you know the nobles, you will actually have the right questions today to ask from any of us here. We will be more than willing to share with you guys of what we've known, gone through, heard, and actually shared as family. Thank you.
Especially on shows, collaborations with artists here, and a lot more. So I think if they have anything to say, then we could just pass the floor to the journalist.
We want to start from here and end with that boy.
Okay.
He's going to wrap it up.
Yeah. So
To give us an experience of a run.
We're so happy to have you here today. As they said, we have a lot of things to discuss with y'all. It's been like a while, we missed the December in Gambia. But we had a great time in Nigeria, Senegal, and Guinea-Bissau as well. We've made a lot of connections. We've pushed the music, to bigger platforms from MTV, Beats, and like it was in Nigeria, it wasn't about nobles, it was about Gambia. When we go to interviews, it's no more about nobles, it's about Gambia. What kind of language do you speak? You guys speak French or English? What's the currency? The only person they know in Gambia is Jammeh. You know what I'm saying? We've been to Abuja. We performed on Burna Boy and Wizkid. So the first day, I met with one guy. He asked me about T-Smalls. Where's Qatar? You guys from Gambia? Because we were having a Gambian flag. The High Commissioner gave us a flag when we went there. Are you guys from Gambia? We said yes. Okay. Say hi to Qatar too. So those are the two names we had in Nigeria about Gambia. But most of them is about Jammeh. So we went to interviews. It's no more about nobles or about the music. It's about Gambia, how many population. And when we tell them that we have 2 million of population in Gambia, they laugh. They're like, do you know how many people are in Lagos? We have like 20 million in Lagos alone.
400 million in Nigeria. Is it 200 million? 200 million.
Yeah. So it was more of Gambia. We be speaking to the presenters. They don't even look at us. They look at their computers. They be googling about Gambia. Oh, okay. So you guys have this. So what's the biggest GSM operator in Gambia? Those are the questions that they be asking us from interview to interview to interview to interview. We did a lot of big collabos there with, one of the biggest artists in Nigeria right now. And we are here today to discuss all of that with you. Yeah, so as I said, welcome again. I will leave Aya talk, then Tiberi, then y'all can throw your questions.
Yeah, feels good to be back home.
Yeah.
We miss the jollof, the people and everything. Assalamu alaikum once again. Like Pablo said, welcome to Money Empire Base. We are so happy to have you here. It's been a long journey and we had a successful tour around not just Nigeria but Senegal, Bissau, and the list goes on. Now, the main aim and goal was basically to spread Gambian music. As Pablo said, when we went to Nigeria, we only had two names, which was Jammeh politically and one artist. So Gambian music is not even yet spread in Africa, not to talk about Europe. So our main reason of stepping out of this country was to spread the music, grab more connections, push Gambian music and push Gambia in general, which we successfully did, alhamdulillah. We are back here and we would love to welcome your questions. We would love to share the experiences and everything that happened there. My name is Aya and I'm the lead vocalist of the Nobles. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Baba Blue.
I think I got the name also, through our experience on this tour. They call me Baba Blue.
Baba Blue.
Baba Blue, yeah. Baba Blue.
Yes, Baba Blue.
Yeah, but I'm stepping in to share and talk about where many empires step into our career. A lot of things happen. we were looking for it and we were working for it, but we never expect it's going to happen so fast like it happened last year, and this year is going to be more of like it's going to be different. It's going to be a different ball game, because when we started working with Money Empire, we were working on an album, but we all like the aim and objective of the album is to penetrate outside the Gambia. That's where Money Empire stepped in, and they had the same vision with us. So when we started working with Money Empire, they flew in like a household producer from Nigeria, Phantom. We work with Phantom. They also fly in like a household producer, Fancy. We work with Fancy, director Lucas, you know. And when they flew in like the video director Lucas, they don't even abandon the former directors we were working here, STS. Shout out to STS Pictures. They try to bring them and collaborate. Their aim and objective was not only for the interest of Money Empire, but for the Gambian music, because Gambian music is not hard out there. Countries like Guinea-Bissau, when we went to Guinea-Bissau, they said they know they are Jaliba Kuyate. They know our legends. They know the people that were like our elders, but they don't even know that there is young people doing music in the Gambia. Coming back to Senegal, Senegal is like our second home. Gambia, Senegal, it's like Senegambian, but the way Senegalese music like penetrate in the Gambia is not the way Gambian music penetrate in Senegal. And we say a big shout out to Money Empire also for bridging out, you know, trying to separate that within us and the Senegalese people. And also when we went to Nigeria, we see their vision, because when we started working with the producer from Nigeria, they tried to give us some of their words to tap into the music, to put into the music that can sell outside there. We could not understand and we don't know, but we had to like push and pull until we agreed to put some of their language in our music. And guess what? It works there. When we play our music, our Money Empire management in Abuja and in Lagos, they will never be in the picture. We are the ones to be on air, on the TVs and on the radios. But once the music play, they accept the music. That what's even give us more confidence, like we are on the right track. Gambia is on the right track. Yeah. So when they play the music, they dance to the music. The difference is they wanna dance like we dance in our own music, but they cannot dance that because they have their own way of dancing, and they different, like people that their music has been bossed out there the way they dance. But we have something also to market, which is also our local languages. So when we go to radios, like Pablo said and I, they talk about the Gambia. They want to know Gambia, and they're ready to come. They're ready to come there because they are interested of what they had. And when we went to also in Abuja, we went to the embassy. We tried to register our presence, that we don't only come here to do music and go back. We came here as an ambassadors because we get the young ones also looking up to us. The young ones that want to penetrate. We are the one doing the process right now. But the way we are taking and the routine we're taking right now, the more like the overall profit or the overall outcome is not going to be our benefit. It's going to be the benefits of the younger ones coming or the younger ones looking up to us. So I think it's the high time. Like Gambia also try to think that way and push the music outside there. Like we have some DJs here, some radios. In Nigeria, they play a lot of music, like everybody from Lagos to Abuja. A population of 20 million people, Lagos, Abuja, maybe like also they're so populated. But within our experience, they all listen to radios. They play strictly Nigerian music. And some of their TVs, we cannot go there because we cannot go to their platform because we are not Nigerians. That's how they protect their industry. It's them artists among them and the shareholders and the people also on the entertainment industry are the ones protecting the industry. It's not like they are biased. They try to open doors for other foreigners to step in, but the main platforms that is strictly for Nigerian entertainment, they don't even invite foreigners to come there. So I think it's also like for us to share it with everybody that it works to protect our industry. If not, somebody will come and step in and take over the industry and benefit, and we'll be like, Gambian. We are so nice. We all know that about Gambia. We so open up. We welcome anyhow. we accept all kind of music. But it's not about also like selfishness, but also trying to protect what you earn, what you own. So I think we should share, spread the word, let it go viral. We need to protect our industry. And thank you. Like I said, Baba Blue. Thank you.
They know Gambia alone, like with the 2 million population, cannot give us the big money. You know, we have a lot of artists that did the same thing that we did, you know, back in the den. And where are they today? You know, so it's more of tapping the bigger market. That's why they're flying us in. And us alone cannot do that. Like I said, when I call our fellow artists, when we're in Nigeria, all I say is, I pray get an opportunity when you come to these places to sell your music. So we have a lot of potentials and they love the music. We're working on so much big projects and so much money need to involve. If not, it will move. Yeah, that's why they put in so much money. And like our boss say, money is not stupid. Money ko gini mo dugal ko, siko ko la de ñëwaat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. And about, can you say about your second question, please?
Yes. Why do they have to find a producer to come and collaborate with STS? Are you not satisfied with STS lately?
Of course we do. STS video semi ñoo tax ñu aga. Money Empire gis ñu. STS video semi ñoo tax ñu dem Boom TV. STS video semi ñoo tax mu dem. And when these people also came, they collaborated with STS. They were using some of STS equipment to shoot. So still now STS is part of it. Like if you watch the behind the scenes of our videos when we were shooting, he was there. STS didn't want to show. He was behind the scene. Bugut mungi na si camera, but he was there too. You know, as like Tiberi said, for Nigeria, you need a strategy, you need a plan to penetrate in the industry. Because in Nigeria, there are laws that you cannot film like a movie or whatever, place on TV. Whilst we have video directors, movie directors here. So you see how protective these people are. So for that to happen, you need a Nigerian name attached to your production, both audio and visual. Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry to add up to times their videos, the videos they play most of the time is, you know, attached to a bigger name. For instance, right now in the Gambia, any video you take that is branded STS, they don't even have 2 Mind to play because they know it's good quality. So we've not got to where our videos are played on all international TVs. There is quality videos that can play on all international TVs, but it's like they said, because the industry has not got that exposure yet. But then if we have producers from outside the Gambia that come to work with our artists locally, they would definitely spread the word. I went to Gambia to shoot a video for Gambian artists. And everywhere that videos is taken to, they will definitely stream it because they know, okay, things this brand name is associated with, then it's good product. But then it's not like, maybe it's not satisfactory, but it's more of, you know, reaching out to a bigger audience, yes.
Nothing was nothing. It was that. I hope that makes sense. Yes. They made that.
Yeah.
It has been a time where we haven't had some novel, and we all know now that we have some now that Houston and Jizzle have filled up the stadium, and also SB. Being a fan favorite in a rising star in international music, and also a music group. What more are we expecting?
Now, the general idea of Philip, I think, start from Nobles. You understand? Because the main thing was to fight for Gambian music, pour mu taxaw biir Gambia. We did Philip Jakarlo, Philip Penchami. Before we leave, we did with Jizzle BIG concert. Now, Gambia is a population of 2 million. And out of these 2 million people, how many people listen to our music? How many people are coming to our shows? How many people are buying our music? Now that's where the big question comes in. How many people are buying the music? Gambians are coming out, yes, which we really appreciate, but we need to tap out to bigger markets. Now, we don't want Gambian music to be boxed in one place, whereby ñun Gambia fi rek la ñoo xew. We don't want that. We want to be popping like other African countries. We want to be big stars like the Wizkids, the Davido, the Wally Seca, the blah blah, where they can leave Gambia here today and say a Gambian artist is staging a show in Senegal and have a crowd of, let's say, 20, 30, 40,000 people, but not in Gambia, in Senegal. Now, it's a big vision. And then for us to get there, somebody has to take the step. This is the step we are taking. It doesn't mean that we are neglecting our country, because Gambia soon Gambia and is where we live. So this year, that's the main focus. We continue in our fill-up series. We are just expanding, but it doesn't mean that they're not stopping. So this year, the fill-up series is going to continue. We're going to have bigger jigs here, and inshallah, not only here, but Gambian music also is going to have bigger jigs outside. And that means us headlining shows outside the country. That is the main aim and objective for now, because Gambian music have dominated Gambia now. But now is to go outside and also stand out outside. So that's my thing. In this country here?
No. International.
Thank you so much. But I'm not sure if the label will allow me to, you know, to say the collabos we have here.
The Inyanya one is
okay. We had an international collab with Inyanya. I think everybody here knows Inyanya, which is about to drop soon. We have other big collabos also, which are yet to be released. But inshallah, Rabbi, dafa neka season album yu neka di ñew 2020. We're gonna be releasing an album, inshallah. So yeah.
A lot of things is lagging, especially like the fun part, like which is the money. That's why we keep saying a big thank you to Money Empire for stepping in right now, because there are certain platforms, if you don't have the finance, you can't hit those platforms. And secondly, also we like when we went to Wizkid and Burna Boy show, we have the same companies like that sell alcohol. We have companies that sell alcohol, but they will come and brand the venue. More than 3-4 companies that sell that do the same product, that sell the same product, but they endorse the same event. Different from here. Here, if you have maybe, for example, a GSM company endorsing one event, the other GSM company will not step in. And the question come back, why? So if you come back, they say, no, because they're doing the product, they come back. It's not that. Everybody got to eat. That's the experience we had there. Everybody have to eat, which is different from here.
And the response from the performance.
Yeah, and response from the performance also. It was like the first time, because us Nobles, when performing, we do choreography, dancing. So the first thing they will be like, oh. Before they start like getting into the vibe, because they've never heard of such, especially 3 young guys from all the way to Gambia. Some people, they will ask, where is Gambia? But we've not known, but I'm sure we will get there. We will get there if you start investing. When I say investing, it's like STS is asking maybe, I don't know how much he's asking for a video when we were working. That was last year. But if you ask maybe for a video, they will say, oh, STS, don't you Gambian quality? It's not that. That's not taking us out there. Even the production, they have foreign quality. Cyber, how many people is Cyber working with? So we have to, there's a lot, the producers have to like increase, step up on their game. The artists also, they have to invest more into, not only the audio part, also on the visuals and the way they brand themselves out there. It matters, yeah. Not only for their interest, for the interest of the country, for the interest of the Gambian music. Because companies that invest into the entertainment or like invest and partners to our shows is more of their interest than the interest of the music industry or the interest of the artists. They will step in and they will like try to control. You don't have to control. Step in and play your part. Allow other investors also to step in and also play their part. And branding also is very important for our fellow artists. Branding, yeah.
How many songs are we expecting from the Nobles this year?
First song on the Money Empire, and it went number 10 in 9 days on Apple Music. Number 10, I mean worldwide.
Yeah.
In 9 days. We released the video. In 3 weeks, we hit like 1.5 million views. You know what I'm saying? And all the videos that we released and the song has been premiered on MTV Base, the biggest TV in Africa. I can say in the world, because MTV is in America, South Africa, Nigeria, and the UK. And lulu es la pour Gambia am ko. But all those things that were happening here, I'm not kenen ko def. It's just that then they understand it come. We first did this, we first did that, come do work. Because at the end of the day, dafa andi competition. So we were more focusing on pushing music before than Gambia. When we were doing that, that was when we did Kokom first, because that was our first music video, and it went to Boom TV. Like Bomone first Gambian video, but then Boom TV. So that was in 2016. But we were in 2019, heading to 2020. You have artists that, you know, buy Bentleys, private jets, Davidos and stuff. Lola Gambia. It's not about I first did this. At the end of the day, you don't have the money. We were not focusing on, you know, who is,
about the name.
You know what I'm saying? Who is number one, or who is this, or who was that? It wasn't about that. You know, it's more of taking the music outside. I'm gonna break bunta yi nga xamantene ni comme daf do metti pour ñu break ko, because to tell you guys the truth, with Money Empire there is money, there is product, and we have so much links, so we have to utilize them. So we are focusing on that. And we're dropping an album this summer.
Did you say how many tracks? That is for the record label to this.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, we have 3 albums.
3 albums.
Yes, we did 28 recorded songs, and now we have to decide how many songs are going to be on that. Yes.
Nigeria was more easier than Senegal. Yeah? Okay, when you go to Senegal, anytime we do an interview, come down, you try for Sewal. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, in Senegal. Like, you can check this on YouTube. You don't get some interviews. Well, then you have a Sewal come, you know. Yeah, in Gambia, so Gambia, I'm not a star. It's totally different from Nigeria. You know, when you go to Nigeria,
they speak artists.
They're like, these are P-square of Gambia. Come no longer in Nigeria. You know, the other thing is, we are not Nigerians in Nigeria. So, the many platforms you need to present your passport for guy put la in.
And also, you forget something, bro. I'm gonna say this. And also, I think that was we were not surprised, but it happens when we are on our way for an interview. I think that was in Lagos, Third Mainland Bridge. We had an escort, from their police, you know, pew 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 pew. Yeah, they call our car, pull up.
Us up.
Because the way we were dressed, the way we looking good, like stars representing the country. I'm serious, because they respect artists. So they pull us and they were like, they are Yahoo boys.
Like scammers.
Like scammers, you know, internet scammers, because the way, but our boss told us before we go there. So we were like, the way they approach us, and they were with their rifles, guns, you know. So when we stepped down, we were just on our phones, just holding what's going on. So we were at one place, and at one place, our manager there, our Money Empire manager in Lagos was like, do you know who are you talking to? These are big stars from the Gambia. Like, they take a break. So that's how much it means, like, they respect stars, especially when they come, like when they know you're a musician. They say, oh, they start from the Gambia. They see we have the same passport like the Nigerians, Baba Green, we like green, you know.
So one of your challenges was because you were too fresh.
Too fresh, and even the way our our hairstyle. They said the stars and internet flows like this, like that way, and the way they were looking. So they thought maybe we trying to transport something. But that was also an experience. And secondly also, man, their food. We have to talk about their food. Yeah, their food. When we were trying to take, trying their food, they tried to steal the jollof rice from us, which we didn't accept, because jollof rice is from Gambia. The best jollof is from Gambia. So we were on an interview having back and forth until they agree, because the word jollof, they were confused where the word come from. And in the Gambia, jollof is like Mangedem town. Yeah, Mangedem jollof. So when they understand, they're like, bros, it's like that. What these people are saying, it really makes sense, you know. So I think which we don't have here, where you just artists will go out with the escort of rifles. Everywhere you go, you see people escorting, even us. Yeah, sometimes if you're going out, they go with guns. You know, at first it was kind of crazy. You know, we don't know guns. You know, but they said they will tell us that's how we can protect you. And secondly, also their traffic. We will wake up early in the morning to catch up our interviews, our schedules on time because of their traffic. Every day, 6 in the morning. And secondly, also with the collabos we had with Inyanya, with artists also from Guinea-Bissau. We have Guinea-Bissau collabo, we have Sierra Leone collabo, we have Senegal, we have Uganda, we have Nigeria. So there's a lot, you know. I'm not saying the names, but I'm just saying countries, you know. So there's a lot of things, you know.
I don't know if this question has been asked. I don't know whether...
Born Africans that came on a platform like the open mic, their old songs were played. They were not able to put their rhyme on top of the beat. Here, open mic. And I was like, this is their song. They couldn't sing their own song after 18 years? You kidding me? So we've seen artists recently. They just travel. When they travel 6 months out of the Gambia, you don't hear their music no more. They don't even sing. Okay? So what I told them when they said how many songs are we expecting, I laughed because I remember when we were doing the Gileom, I said, guys, every 3 months, give me 3 songs. Oh, that's too much, Oga boss. I said, no. Every show we're going to do, because every 3 months we do a show, every 3 months, give me a song. Give me a new song that you guys are going to launch. And it was a challenge. But boys, these people were on track, on record, every single night, 40 nights, every day, recording songs. Taking bath, hustling for money, meeting families, getting to do their recruitment. Sometimes they don't sleep. 6 in the morning, they come home. So when I say we are not a serious people as a nation, even our own identity, we tend to lose it when we travel. And this is dangerous, because what it does is other countries come here and we applaud them. And artists okay, we open mic this year. How many of you went the last open mic? Countable, see? And normally, particularly, you know that's a show that I will go to. It flopped. Why? Because there was another show. Yeah. And what did we do? We went to a foreign show, rather than having to go clap for our own artists. So you can expect more from the Nobles, because if they were going to go to Russia last year and have a show there. Yeah. If that was to happen, they've been out there and they're still coming back to play for this country, because we are who they are and they are who we are.
Yeah. Just add into what
Go ahead.
Type of questions. Sometimes I feel like it's necessary to be defended and, you know, to stand your ground. Sometimes, maybe that's my personality, but then it's good to also be defended. You know, just let them know that, you know, you're not little. No, these are the achievements you've done, and like, you don't just have to be soft under them because you want to grow out your music to Senegal or anything. Like, sometimes I just feel like you have to be defended, you know. Maybe that's my personality, but I just have to throw that out there. It's just a comment.
Introduce myself. I said, it's not. I will not even say it's hard time. We have to do it. We have to protect our industry. We have to protect our industry. We should know Gambian music is worth to be supported. Artists also, we the artists, we should know that now we have our own crowd coming into the music. We have to invest more. If we were doing our music like the way we were recording, making videos, maybe like 50%, we have to go all out. If it is not 90%, but it has to be 85 to 90, 95%. Because that's what other people are doing outside there. It's not like they're trying to just block us from penetrating to their industry. It's also where they get the big bread. Because once they lose that, their music will not have that value, and it will not give them that income they should have. When we were in Nigeria around December, they're like private jet of a monkey. because they have shows within Nigeria. Only in Nigeria they will fly around, and it was 12 million naira, private jet, 12 million naira. So per night, just per night, 12 million naira. One night, I fly them for 12 million naira. I fly them for 12 million naira. We can do that. Secondly, also I said we have radios. They have radios that play strictly Nigerian music. They only have maybe few other nationals their music, maybe only few from the Jamaican side and few from some of the African countries. Even Ghana, their neighbors, they don't play Ghana like the way they play the music. And they present, even the way they present their music, it was to listen to. These are people that break through, blah blah. But here, they don't, even no matter how the achievements artists do all around here, sometimes even the way our presenters present us to the public is not worthy to listen or to go for. Just talk about my achievements. I've breakthrough. I've did this, that. At least, like to round it up, these are the people that also, like this year we have a great achievement from the industry. Artists have started selling out independent stadiums, even on iTunes, Apple Music. People buying the music. But here in the country, a musician will come from outside. They will take that artist against even our own people. It's our own people. They don't come with their people. They come and we are the ones that go there. We can support them but we should know where they should not. Therefore, I'm for them. Gan war nañu sa kër nga koy indi si cabinet bi si salle bi. That's how we have salle. Moo tax ñu am salle na am si salle bi. Ku ñëw si cabinet bi dafa woot poosam baa ngi duuf pour mu ñëw xam lu nekk di am si biir cabinet bi. But it's different from here. People just come straight pew. Even for example maybe back in the days, okay, you know they want to open maybe ñu am international artists mu war a ñëw si dëkk bi. Man I'm a household musician in the country. Ma ñëw di ubbi ko shows like sound engineers trying to like mess up with my performance. Ma taw ma seetaan ko ak because that comes back to us the artists because dañu war a xam suñu job. So nañ protect suñu industry bi daal because a lot of things will happen at the end of the day dafa am ñoo come like rideau. We're just gonna push and suñu ñëwee no we will start blaming ourselves. And it's not we don't have time to blame ourselves. It's high time everybody, even from the journalists, from the directors, the artists, like everybody on the entertainment circle, they want to eat, they want to leka. Yeah, we have to get something out of it. More than the people that were known for like doing on the internet side, they didn't have a certain level you buy. Because we don't protect it, and value it.
We're running out of time. Can we ask the last?
And I will also say a big shout out to everybody that's been involved, everybody that's been supportive. My take would be let everybody keep supporting. Let them keep supporting what they own. And by saying that, I don't say condemn what you don't own, but support 100% what you own. Just keep supporting. Because by supporting artists here, now I want to make this clear, you are also supporting role models of your children tomorrow. Because let's say 90% of the youths in the country now look up to us, the artists. They follow our social media. They follow us to our shows. They see the way we dress. They see what we do. When they grow up, they want to do this. Now supporting us and we investing it back to our country, and those people looking up to us, they want to do that or more than that. So let them keep supporting, not only to have successful shows, but to support us because we are role models in the community and for us to do better in the community. So I would say, it's been a successful year.
I want to say something in regards to key question, Ami. Yeah, I want to say something. I'll just wrap it up. My take on that is, it has to be on a different segment now. It's only in the Gambia you come, and they said Gambia is a tourism country, but tourists don't come to our shows. Yes, tourists don't come to our shows. We went to Nigeria, people talk about Nigeria, how dangerous the country is, and tourists come to their shows. Because on our tourism board, when you go to like on their page online, on their website, sorry, on the music, you find out that they still publishing those old school music, black and white. Chow Panachi, Freaky D. I'm serious. Just go and check right now. Go online and check. Go on your phone. It's, the tourists, they wanna come to Gambia. They wanna see places. They also wanna listen to our music. But they will go and if they go on the music, they will see we're still producing. I think in the 90s their videos. That's why they surprised, and when they see our videos on these big African TV channels. So they also have to involve. Here, if you want to do a music video in a hotel, they will like, no, Hungarian Gambian artists in need. It has to stop. It's our country, bro. If you don't fight for it now, the I'm certain level, who knows, maybe if you blow, like go outside, we bring all the way Davido, fly him to Gambia. Davido is chilling with us. Davido, Davido respect that more than us. It's an insult. We don't do shows in the hotels. We don't do shows. We want to make a stadium. We have different places we can have shows, and it's sold out. Let's involve other segments also. Let them step in.
Rahim, if you ask...
Don't wait for press releases like this for us to write about Gambian entertainment, what musicians are up to. I always make sure I go on Twitter, check. I even like, I'm gonna write about your, is it Iyanya with Roundup Tracks Music, I think. Yeah. I'm supposed to like submit it for this Friday's column, and I just wanna say that maybe you guys don't know about this, but then like I'm doing something like that. You know, and I need more support from Gambian artists, because I remember ST posted something about his, the small mansion he's talking about, and although you don't see this as news, in other countries like America, this is news, this is entertainment news, and I reached out to him to tell me more about, the house and everything, and I still haven't heard from him, so we need more support from the artists too.
Yeah. Outside the Gambia and leave the Gambia. What we are trying to do is expand the music. Like I said at the beginning, the whole of last year, the reason why we didn't have a lot of things going on here was because they were in a rebranding process. Their first song from the label was released in September? Yeah, around that end. That was their first song. That was because they were doing a lot of recordings with songs. Because before the label came, they actually had already planned to release an album, like they said. So it's not like they are neglecting the Gambia to just focus on the outside. That's why I said this year we have a lot of plans to promote the music both locally and internationally, but more of locally, because we noticed that. We noticed that, the songs have not been streaming on the radios. It's because they've not seen them on any shows. All the big shows that happened at the end of the year, they were not here in the country performing. So we are telling you, we are very, very conscious about everything that is going on, and we are not neglecting it. I think it's natural, I would say, for when you are doing something to be fluctuating. That's normal. Sometimes you are not the hardest artist all the time. Certain things will come, maybe a rebranding process will come, maybe a new record label will come in, and then you want to do certain things differently. But it's not like, the artists are neglecting, locally here to just chase a bigger picture. Because one thing that artists don't do in the Gambia, and that eventually make us just household names, is just focusing on the Gambian market. We've seen big names that are popular throughout the country, but when you go to Senegal, they don't know them. We don't want that to happen to Nobles. We want when you come to Gambia and say, about Nobles, like someone comes out of the Gambia, instead of asking who is the biggest artist in the Gambia, they will tell you, do you know Nobles? That's the vision. So that's why we are trying to tap into outside markets also to see and learn, how it is done out there and why our music has not got to those other places.
Or how far can you go?
Yes, or how far can we go, and what are the possibilities of penetrating those markets too? Because if you sit here and say, okay, let me just do this song, probably it will hit international. You don't know what the international have. You don't know what the Senegalese people want. You don't know what the Nigerian music people want that they would appreciate from the Gambians. So if you go there, it's first-hand information for you. So it was more of a learning process for them to go outside, experience, and come back, do it better, package it properly to sell it outside. They did a lot of connects, like they told you. They've met people.
We are not even known in Senegal. Now, the problem, as I said, is fear. The media, you people, have to eradicate that from the people. Show them that we can and we will. If Nobles is already known 360 in Gambia, and Nobles keep staying in the Gambia, doing the same thing. Okay, start, repeat, to, start, repeat, to. Then group new, bam, they forget about Nobles. Okay, come, start, to, you come, boom, it's done. Because that's the trend. Now, we all know that here. That's the trend here. We want Gambian music to be also staged outside.
We want to be on mainstream.
We want to be on mainstream. Even that's what I would say happened with Open Mic. Open Mic wanted to expand. Now the people don't see the picture. That is why a lot of few people didn't went there, because they didn't know in this industry is giving and taking. If we go out there and collaborate with them, if we doing our concert, we bring Inyanya. If Inyanya is doing his concert, he bring us. His people will know us. And our people will know Inyanya. But Gambians are scared. I understand it because you love us. You don't want to lose Nobles. Yeah, but we love us more. You know what I mean? But then, as I said, this is the risks we have to take in order, even for not Nobles today. Okay, we would say we have hot artists out there, but we would all agree here, Nobles is the biggest music group in the country. Yes or no? Thank you. So that's the thing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just it's the first time we ever heard such stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now part of your rebranding process, if I'm not mistaken, you're touching a little bit with the music, with the instruments. It's not maybe only I don't know. But
and the shoes, don't forget the shoes, man.
I know. But like what I'm saying is the music back then in 2016, the Kokum vibes, the Gambian instruments we heard there, the shy boy that people were used to, that we heard there. Now you have the pretty Bajuda. I'm not sure if I heard Wolof or Jola or Mandinka in it. I heard an imitation of Niger language. Now, do you think you will be accepted in Nigeria if you're imitating what they're doing? Do you think you'll be accepted in a platform that they feel that these guys are not Nigerians, they're trying to be, or trying to act, or trying to imitate, or trying to be a replica of us? Now, do you think that you should go back to bring that Kokum and take it to Nigeria, or you go to Nigeria and do what the Nigerians do?
Okay. First of all, I was you understand? You understand? So this, it all comes back to what I was telling you. It's about expanding. It's about expanding. We are working with Phantom. Yes. Mambala.
We are honored, man.
It's an honor. It's an honor to have you. It's an honor. This our household name, like they said, producers from Nigeria. Now, okay, it's the same feeling that I personally felt when we were working with Inyanya and he said, Chepe, buze. Like I felt good that Inyanya was speaking Wolof. Yeah, it's the same way Nigerians will feel hearing Tiberi say, Beste, oh, so Gambians, they listen to us. Okay, let's bring that. I'm not telling you this because I want you to be convinced they like the music. I'm telling you this because it's what I saw there. When we played the sound, they accepted the sound. They loved the sound. Even though some parts they didn't hear what we said, but they still love the sound. It's still part of expanding. Now, in the beginning we said we have like 3 albums. We have the Kokum, we have everything there. We will never leave who we are. But so expand, these are things that happen within the way. That's when you know, okay, this works, this doesn't work, this does, this. But with the language, that will never change.
Like
with working
how,
with the
like,
producers.
sorry, like how Norway is digging the pipes and our house don't have water. You know what I'm saying?
The album. We have J Live, we have Cyboy.
Yeah.
You know, connecting.
All those people, man.
Yeah.
Masterful. Sorry.
That's where you go.
And we're putting out an album. And another album. And another album.
Okay, so let me tell you these two from our record label's capacity. Reason why, like I said, was because of the rebranding process. But then the fill-up series, like he said, is going to continue. We are doing this April, we are doing Q City. And December, we'll probably be doing somewhere bigger than the stadium if there is.
We want to do the show at the OIS. Like
Yes,
their
so
ground, if
maybe
we
the
are
media
allowed.
would help us at the OIC venue. Yes,
Fabulous, finally, then we wrap
Yes,
up the press
Fabulous,
conference.
please.
Finally.
Please.
There is something already prepared for us, and you can also see me or Mustapha for your transportations and other logistics. Thank you so much once again for